would you tell us about your YouTube channel? Because I really want all my audience, everyone right here, just to go and take a look.
Be strong.
Today is not a normal video from Meirs by Amazon tutorials that I'm showing to you. Today I'm interviewing one of the leaders in the whole industry of print on demand. At the same time, I will be translating each and every paragraph in this interview so everyone could actually understand it. So, please forgive my English and definitely forgive my accent. He's one of a kind. He has his own style. The second you're gonna see one of his designs, you will absolutely know that that's him. He's an entrepreneur, a graphic designer, and recently he is teaching his methods on his own YouTube channel. He's one of many people that actually turned their hobbies and their passion into some successful business. He sells his designs on Meirs by Amazon, Etsy, and even Redbubble. Today we have Juna from Detour Shirts.
Hey, thanks, Fox. Thanks for having me. What a great intro. That's
Thank
so
you.
nice of you.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no
So,
problem. This is a good idea.
basically, this is my first interview of all time, and
Wow,
it's,
I'm honored.
yeah, and
You
it's
picked me for your first interview.
it's all gonna be English. As you know,
Okay.
like English is not my mother language, so I'm going to be trying my best. You're
Okay.
gonna hear a lot of but so.
Oh, I do that too. I don't speak another language and I still do and ah, so it's good.
And I will try to minimize the editing so people can actually know and love the process, because no one started from 100%. They always started from 1%. Let's start the questions. So
Okay.
would you
Great.
would you please tell us about yourself?
Okay, sure. My name's Juna. I'm with Detour Shirts, like you see back here. I am a graphic designer, UX designer. I love selling T-shirts online. Let's see. I studied graphic design in college, and I got a degree in commercial art. And right away after school, I went into graphic design. So I designed ads for the Yellow Pages and magazines and things like that.
Awesome.
In 2005, so my print-on-demand journey actually started in 2005, is when I started Cafe Press, is the first print-on-demand site that I started on. And I decided use my graphic design skills to create T-shirts. They were really bad in the beginning, like you said, like everybody starts at zero, right? Even though I had a graphic design background, I didn't design T-shirts very much, especially on the computer. I used to, before Cafe Press, I actually did design T-shirts by hand, and I would send them into places like Crazy Shirts is one of them. They're from Hawaii, and they used to accept designs. And I would submit, I would have like, oh, I can do this T-shirt idea, and I would send it in through mail, right? I would draw it on paper. Like, this is how old it was. You would draw it on paper and you'd send it to them, and they would reply back like, oh no. Most of the time it was no, that we don't, thanks for submitting this, but we don't want to put it on a T-shirt. But one time I got in, and so that like fueled me, like, I can do this. I can do T-shirts. So 2005, fast forward to 2005, and I did Cafe Press, and it took off, and I started learning how to design T-shirts at first. And I think everybody does this when they first get on POD and or print on demand, is they have so many ideas. Like, at least I did. I had so many ideas, like, this is going to sell, but I didn't really look at the data. I would just put up shirts and hoping that people would buy, but not knowing if people would buy. And I didn't get a lot of sales in the beginning. And so I quickly learned that I need to design things that people actually want to buy, that people are looking for, and there's a need for. And so
Demand.
and I still use that today. And so I added more and more print-on-demand shops. Zazzle was the next one, I think Spreadshirt, and so on, until 2017 is when I got onto Meirs by Amazon. And in 2017, I started from zero like everybody else. It actually took me 2 times to get onto Meirs by Amazon. So I applied in 2016, but I didn't get on until 2017. Yeah.
You get rejected.
I got rejected the first time. Yeah. Yeah.
That's new.
And then I waited 6 months for the next one. Like, I didn't hear back. And so I missed I missed that 2016 Christmas Q4 rush, and so I didn't get on until mid 2017. And then I have watched all the videos I could. There were still videos on YouTube about how to do merch by Amazon. So I'm so grateful for the people that were before me that did the videos. RJ was on there. There were some other people on there that were doing print on demand and were seeing so much success. And so I kind of listened to them and like, oh, I can do this. And luckily with my t-shirt background from before, from Cafe Press and Zazzle, I was able to, go through the tiers pretty quickly. And so I'm now on tier 100K on Merch by Amazon, 100,000.
Nice.
And it's been fun. It's my favorite print on demand platform right now. It's just really easy to scale, really easy to figure out like what is selling and what people are buying. Amazon has made it really easy for FBA as well as, Merch by Amazon. I don't do FBA, but when you watch those FBA videos,
Tutorials,
you hear
yeah.
like, you got to pick the right product. You got to pick the right, same thing with t-shirts. You have to design the right topic, the right niche. So yeah, it's been great. That's my print on demand journey. What else do you want to know about me? I don't know if you want to know anything else about me, but that's a long print on demand journey.
You actually answered a lot of questions already that I
Oh,
was
oh.
preparing to ask you.
Ask him again.
It's a quite intro too. Like so many people are just afraid about getting rejected, and they
Yeah.
tried just one time, and they
Yeah.
just give up.
Yeah.
Even the people that actually got accepted, they just pick up one niche and they do sometimes 2 or 3 designs, and that's it. They just wanna,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people get frustrated because I think, and this is my guess, is they see people like me and other people with higher tiers and making all this money. And when they start on tier 10, they only have 10 slots to, make an impression, get a sale, and they don't get it for a long time. And I didn't either. So you got to remember, even me on tier 10, it took me 3 months to get out of tier 10. 2-3 months to get out of tier 10. So
Yeah.
it takes a long time because you only have 10 t-shirts to kind of get a sale, where I'm on tier 100K. I got, 50,000 chances of making a sale. Well, that's so much easier to make a sale than trying to do it with just 10. But yeah, you're right. You're exactly right. So with those 10, because you only have 10, you have to put your very best out there. And if it doesn't sell, like put something else, like keep going until you get a sale. So don't just, like put up 10 and like, Juna said this is the trend, I'm just going to put it up. I'll just put words on a shirt and
Yeah.
see if it sells. Oh, it didn't sell. I don't know what I'm doing. I want to give up. So that's a lot of people do that.
So many people are just looking at the final event, as you just
Yeah.
said, like your tier 100,000, and they don't look at the process. How
That's right.
long does it take you to reach this tier? To what have you done? Like what was your process to do it? They don't look at it.
Yeah, I was very clear in the beginning. I knew that Merch by Amazon was going to take some time. So I made a roadmap for myself. I said by month 3, I'll do this. When I can upload 10 more, then month 6, I should be at this tier and I'll be able to add more. So, and then I just kept looking and trying to make sure that I'm making the best things that I can and things that sell. And so I knew going in that I wasn't going to make a lot of money at the very beginning. I knew the first year was probably going to be very little, but I had my sights, like you said, on in the future, and knew that if I kept going, I'll get to this and this. So
Yes.
yeah,
Some people honoring the process. That's why
Yes.
they get the event, but some other people just want the shortcut.
They want the shortcut. Yeah,
Yeah.
there is no shortcut. So Merch by Amazon or any print on demand site is not a get rich quick scheme. It's not. If you want to make money quickly, this is not the place for you. This is you can make a lot of money, but it's going to be slow. So
there's a lot of kind of videos in the Arabic society, like it's kind of ridiculous, like for real. They say like make €100 by scratching your head, make €1,000 by sneezing the whole day. I don't know what they are talking about, but people are buying this. People
Yeah.
just love the shortcut. They don't love the process. They don't honor it.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah. If it sounds too good to be true and it sounds real easy,
yeah.
it's probably false.
Yeah.
It's probably not
Indeed.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can actually say that your favorite platform on print on demand is Mesh by Amazon.
Currently, Merch by Amazon makes up about 80% of my print on demand income.
Mm.
So yes, it is my favorite. And the reason why it's my favorite, and I shared this earlier, is because it's so easy to figure out what is popular and what I should be designing. I think that's the biggest struggle for a lot of print on demand sellers is they have ideas, but they don't have the data to back up, like, is this going to sell or not? You know? But Merch by Amazon, it's really easy because you have the BSRs, the bestseller rank, and you can look at and use that to kind of guide you on what topics and what niches are popular on Amazon, and then design for those. So you have a better chance. You have a better chance to design something that people want to buy, right? Instead of just like, I don't know, are centipedes popular? Maybe. And instead of just putting it out there and finding out, you can actually go and do the research and look
Yes.
at the BSRs and see, are people buying centipede shirts? Oh no, they're not. Oh, maybe I shouldn't make a centipede shirt, right? So
Exactly.
things like that.
I just search for what people want, what is in demand.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's the science behind most business models is find something people want to buy, provide it for them, bring them value, and give it to them at a good price and a good value, and make sure that they can see it, and people will come and buy it. Like the same thing for, like, if you're selling hamburgers, right? Like, make a really good hamburger, make sure people want to buy it, make it at a good value, a good price, and people will come. Same thing. We're just selling t-shirts. It's just a different product. So
Some people just love the design that they just did, and maybe they show it to their family, and their family, of course, they are so positive about it, just to encourage them to do it, and you just want the other people to buy it from them. They must buy it from. I like it. It's my design. Why don't you buy it?
Yeah. I know it's hard for designers because I think a lot of times we get attached to our design. We spent so long on it. We spent hours in designing, crafting this nice t-shirt. And when we put it out there and it doesn't sell, we kind of maybe feel offended or feel like, why? I thought this was a good thing, but you got to follow the data. It's you can't get attached to every single design. I know that's hard, but like a lot of my designs that sell aren't my favorite designs. They're not the designs that took me the longest or are my favorites. So yeah, that's a good point.
As my videos too, like one of my videos, I said this video is not gonna have any views at all. The second I uploaded it, it blew up. That's it.
Yep.
Because there was need, there was demand.
That's right. Yeah. The market will tell you what's will sell, right?
Yeah.
You put it out there, and if you don't get any sales back, it's probably not something that people want, or probably not getting enough traffic or something, right? There's some kind of reason why it's not selling. If you put something out there and it does sell, then there's some reason why it is selling, and you can get that data too and say, maybe a lot of people like this style, maybe a lot of people like this niche, maybe a lot of people like this whatever it is. So yeah, you're right.
If you have a favorite product on Mesh by Amazon, what would it be?
Oh, my favorite product. That's a great question.
Yeah.
I haven't bought. I didn't buy all the products for myself yet. I did buy a hoodie, and it's really nice. Those the pullover hoodies, not the zip hoodies. Those pullover hoodies are nice. My favorite product to sell is the standard shirt. They sell way more than anything else on my shops. They account for, I don't know, 70% of sales, maybe. Hoodies, t-shirts, and V-necks, I think, are my top 3 sellers. I'm really what's new in Merch by Amazon, and I'm starting to add to these, are the pillows and tote bags.
Yeah.
They are kind of cool. I haven't bought one yet, but just looking at the product, I might have to just buy one and see how well they are, how good they are. So
The standard t-shirt the quality is actually amazing. I bought a lot of
yes,
t-shirts here, even in Germany. The quality is actually perfect.
is it?
Mm.
Yeah, I did get one, and it's pretty good.
Mm.
This isn't one. I wish this was one. I should have worn one of my shirts, but this isn't one. But they are pretty good. I noticed that. Yeah, the red premium shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not as dark. Like the standard red has that darker feel, but for some reason the premium red is kind of washed out or something.
Yeah, this one is good. What is your favorite tips to grow?
Oh, favorite tips to grow
on print on demand platforms.
on print on demand. Yeah. Oh, that's a great question. So my favorite tips to grow is make sure you do the research. I think I push research pretty hard because like that's how you know what to design. And then the next thing I would say is just be consistent. So I think a lot of, at least what I hear on my groups and in the comments of my YouTube channel, they like, I uploaded, 2 months ago 15 designs and I'm not getting any sales. Well, like you have to consistently add, right? It's because your t-shirt, every t-shirt has a length of time that they're going to sell. So especially if you do trending t-shirts, your trend t-shirts are going to sell and then come down and not sell. So you're going to have to constantly add more and more t-shirts. Evergreen's more like this, but
Stable.
eventually even the evergreen ones are going to fall down and be like, no one's buying it because everyone that wanted that evergreen shirt already bought it. So I would say consistency is key. Find a way to consistently add at least a few a week to your shop. Of course, you can take breaks. You need to take breaks for sleeping and researching and designing and all that. But if you're only uploading once a month and then letting it sit, you're not gonna see the growth that you want to. Yeah.
By the way, guys, I will link the channel for Juna in the description below. You can check all of his videos, even if you don't understand a word of what he's saying actually, but believe it or not, you are gonna get inspired, because most of the time I just watch his videos. I understand it, yes, but it might be difficult for some of you to understand it totally. But you can actually get so many ideas out of his videos in designing, because he's really doing his best when it comes for designing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Thanks, Fox. Yeah.
Like, for example, the last video about that trend. What is the name of the senator again?
Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, this was nice video. It was quick, on point. People should understand everything that you said. Like,
oh, good.
So many people are just trying to jump on the trend without understanding what's going on.
Yeah, I made that video especially for people who are just starting out or may not know like the US trademarks, what like how does that work, copyright and trademark. I think a lot of people get onto Merch by Amazon and don't know the terms of service and stuff, and they see other people put those designs on Merch by Amazon, and they're doing the research, right? And then they like jump on that trend, but don't realize that trend is actually a bad trend.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
A lot of people, yes, is getting rejected and banned.
Yeah. You don't want to lose your account because you're not going to make any money if you don't have an account. So, yeah.
What would you tell someone that's still struggling at tier 25 or even 100 and he wants to give up?
Oh, and he wants to give up.
Yeah.
I would say just look at it like if you really want to do something, you can. Like you also have to be realistic about it on kind of how many shirts you have on there, and then keep trying. Like I think a lot of people, I think I said this before, like they put up their 10 and then leave it and wonder why they're not getting sales. Like you can take those designs down and put something else on, right? So that's what I did too when I started. Like I put up my first 10, some of them didn't sell, so I took them down and put something else on. Like keep trying and keep doing the research and maybe upgrade, like figure out why it's not selling. Like look and do the research, not only like on trends, but I tell people to do the research on designs too, because you can look and see how something's designed and laid out, and the composition of a good t-shirt design, and learn what that is. I think a lot of people, who may not know design, just put t-shirts on there and hope that they make a sale. Like part of the reason why people buy t-shirts is because not only is it a good value, and it
Adds to
says
them.
something that they want to express, but it's something they want to actually wear, right? Like they have it on their body, and it has to look nice. It has to look like something that they want to buy
Yeah,
too.
look what I'm wearing. It's a cool design. It's a cool t-shirt.
Yes.
Yeah, they
Yes.
want emotion. Yeah.
Emotion. Yeah. So you need, I think, it helps a lot, and I say this sometimes on my video, is to make an idea board. Like go out, look at what other people are selling. Maybe not even if you want to go to the store like a Target or a Walmart, see what's selling on their racks, take pictures, and kind of study the art of design, of t-shirt design, and then put them on a Pinterest board or on a board on your computer, and kind of keep those so that you can go back and see, like, this is what a good t-shirt looks like, right? Because the more and more you look at it and figure out in your mind, like, this is kind of what a good design, these are the elements of a good design on a t-shirt. It has a certain size, the space is filled, it has the composition that you need. Like, there's so many ways to do it, but there are design principles that make a good t-shirt. And so as you collect those, like, start a collection of what you think you would wear or what you see other people wear, and they're probably wearing it because it's a good design, right? Yep. Good questions, Fox. Man, that's some good value you bring
Thank
here.
you. Yeah, I know it is so hard at the beginning of anything or any change. So how did you overcome your doubt or fear? Like like my fear right now. I'm literally shaking. I'm sweating, as you see.
You are? I don't see it. You look fine.
But I'm overcoming this.
Yeah. So what you did and what I do is we just go out and do it. I think a lot of people can do that. Like, don't let the fear of it stop you, right? If it's something you want to do, go out and do it. Like, it took me a little while to get my YouTube channel going, because you probably have this too. Like, it's hard to get it all set up, and I don't know if people want to look at me, and it's going to take a long time. It's a long time to, like, get everything set up and shoot the video and then send it out there. Like, is that worth it? Is this something I really want to do? But what helps is, instead of some people want to just make it perfect, and I need the best camera, and I need the best lights, and I need the best microphone before I start. I went under. I kind of did the opposite. I'm like, I'm gonna do with what I have. So I have an iMac right here. I'm still on an iMac, and so this camera is from the iMac. Like, I don't have a professional camera right now. I just recently bought this mic, but I was using the mic from the camera. I mean, from the iMac, right? So I just, like, use what you have and do as much as you can with what you have. That's my motto. And then you'll learn. So because you're doing it over and over, you'll be like, well, you know what I'm going to do next time that's better? I'm going to do this little thing. And so you'll start seeing yourself improve and improve and get better over time, because you're doing it, instead of waiting until you're instead of waiting till you're at this level. You started here at this level, and then you slowly get to that level anyway, right? And I think that's a much better approach.
Yes. My first video was unbelievable bad.
Mine too. Yeah, in fact, I took it off because it was so bad I couldn't watch it.
I still keep it there, so I remind myself where I was and then where am I right now, because the beginning of everything is the hardest. It's really the hardest, and the second you overcome your fear is the second you break the ice, as they say, and you start. The second you come out of your comfort zone, this is the second when you start to grow.
That's exactly right, Fox. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Yeah, just start, just do, and then you'll learn and get better. That's what worked for me. I think that's what you're saying worked for you too. I think it works for a lot of people.
Yeah. I make my decision. My first video, I make it with my phone. The second video, I make it with my phone because my mind was telling me, no, you need this camera
Right.
so you can start. You need this view so you can start. You need this lighting so you can start. I said, no, I just
gonna do it.
The lighting for me was the sun. The camera
Yeah.
was for me the phone. The
Perfect.
microphone was so bad from the phone, so I had to buy like a 13 euros microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I started to upload, then I bought the camera. Not
That's right.
the other way around.
Yeah. I agree 100%.
So many people are asking about can you actually make a living out of Mérch by Amazon, because they don't understand the process of working online. So many people are having this idea, working online or making online businesses is just so easy that with like this you're gonna be rich. What would you tell them about working online?
Well, working online, it is possible. I've seen it. It does take a long time. You need to scale it. You have to think about how to get there. So what I did in the beginning was I knew I want this certain dollar amount. I need this much a month to pay for myself or to live comfortably, right? And so I broke it down like how many t-shirts would I have to sell for that? Okay, so I would have to sell this many X amount of t-shirts for that, or whatever you do online. I have to do this many videos for that. And that's your end goal. And then break that down through the year. So I'm not going to get there in 2 months, but how do I get there? So to get to, let's say it was 100, let's say it's 10,000 shirts. I'm going to need 10,000 shirts uploaded. That's not the right number, by the way, but we're doing the math. So I need 10,000 shirts online to make enough income for me to live. So how do I get to 10,000? Well, I have 12 months. If I'm going to do it in 10 years, and if I'm going to do it in 2 years or 3 years, then just divide that 10,000 into that. And then you know how many you have to do each
monthly
month.
uploads.
Yeah. So little steps, little baby steps. Have the end goal, and break it down into what it would take to get to that end goal in 2 years, 3 years. It most likely will take between 3 and 5 years. So to use that, and break it down what you're going to need to do every month. Where are you going to need to be at year 1, at year 2, at year 3, and then it goes like this kind of thing. So year 1's not going to be as good as year 2, and so on. So it's going to be a little bit more. So that's what I say. I say you can do it. You can look online on YouTube how many people do it, on Instagram as well. It's not an impossible thing, but it does take consistency. It does take a lot of hard work. It does take, here's the hard truth is, if you want to be something that you're not right now, you're going to have to do something that you're not doing right now. Right? Because if you're doing the same thing you're doing right now, you're going to be in the same spot.
Yeah.
So if you want to be something that's different, obviously, making more money is different, then you're going to have to do something different. So it does take a lot of hard work and consistency.
So many people that I meet in my life, like they just live from paycheck to paycheck. Like recently, one of my colleagues, he was just waiting for the next paycheck so he can actually buy stuff. He was checking his phone for his bank account. When will the money come?
Yeah, I think it starts with the mind. Like, a lot of people are just very comfortable where they are, and that's okay if that's where you want to be. But if you really want to be there, you'd have to change your mindset and think like, no, I don't want this anymore, and this is the reason why, and then work towards that goal. But if you're comfortable and just say, yeah, I wish I had more money, but I don't really want to do anything about it, then you're not gonna go anywhere.
Gonna just keep wishing. That's it.
Yeah.
So many people, so many people would just want result without doing anything.
Yeah. That's not going to happen, because you're doing the same thing that you're doing, and it's going to be the same result. Yeah.
You mentioned something so important, which is actually the timing. You mentioned the time. It takes time, 3 to 5
does.
years. This is so interesting because so many people are selling the dreams. Like you can get this amount of money in this short amount of time.
Yeah, of course, because they know people like that kind of content, right?
It's actually
Like,
mindset, yeah.
yeah, it's the opposite, right? So those people are selling a course or selling whatever it is,
Mm.
and they know that people want that. They want the easy life. They want the
Shortcut.
quick money, of course. So they're selling that, right? And so, yeah, it really does. I mean, obviously, there are some people that can make it quick, and there are some businesses that you can get rich quick. But print on demand isn't one of them. But you can make a full-time income with print on demand if you consistently do it and upload and spend your time researching and providing value, providing good designs and things that people want to buy. And over 3 to 5 years, you could do it.
If you would put a percentage between designing and researching, how much would it be between designing and researching?
Wow, that's a good question. It really depends on what you find that is selling or what you want to do. I think they both are important, but if you do research and find out, oh, this topic, this niche, really could use more of a text-based design, and people like that kind of stuff, then the design part is easier. But if you do the research and find a topic where, well, this is going to have to be a design that's a little stronger, the audience here wants something that's more graphic, then of course the design is going to take a little longer. So it all depends what you find during your research and what kind of designs you're gonna do. So it depends, 50-50, I guess, but it really depends on what you're designing, because the design can take a long time depending on what you are designing. Yeah.
So it doesn't start actually with what you like or what you love to design it, but you start with researching.
I start with research. Yeah. I start with research.
Because so many people just get it backwards.
Yeah.
I know this is a nice design. This might be cool. So I will make it as a t-shirt and then I will be selling it.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of like rolling the dice. Like doing it that way is kind of neat, because I think people like doing that way because, like, I'm going to design for myself. I'm the customer. That works if there's a lot of people like you, if you're designing for a topic. But wouldn't it be a lot easier to just go out and do the research and figure out what people want to buy and then and design for that? So there's two sides. Like, people like to do either one, but what I like to do is do the research, because then I have the data to back it up, and then design for that. And I think I give myself a better chance of selling that way, of making a sale, if I do the research first.
What is the one factor? I'm just getting all of this question in my head right now. I didn't prepare it. Yeah.
Yeah. Go for it.
If there would be one factor that is actually a major factor to sell one t-shirt, what it would be? It's a keyword, it's a design, it's listing. What do you think would be the number one or your first priority for this specific t-shirt to be selling?
What is the number one thing that would make a t-shirt sell? Is that what you're saying?
It's like so many people are just focusing on keywords and missing out on the design.
Yeah. Wow. That is cool. I don't think I mean, keywords help, but I think this is going to sound like a cop out, but value. So the t-shirt needs to bring the user some value. So think about when you're buying something, right? Why did you buy the phone that you bought? Because it's the phone that's going to give you the most value, or whether it was price, whether it has the things that you like in a phone. Maybe your family has it, and so everybody is on the same plan and same iPhone plan. So the shirt kind of is the same way. When you're scrolling through all of, that big listing of Redbubble or Merch by Amazon or wherever you buy your shirts, you're going to see a whole bunch of shirts together, right? And yours needs to give more value to the person buying it than everything else around it.
Yes.
Right? So it could be price, it could be the way it's designed, it could be the color, it could be lots of those things. So when the user goes to that page and sees all of that, the one with the most value will be the one that they buy.
Yeah.
And that's hard to figure out what that is. But if you can figure out what the value is and provide a better value than everybody else, you're going to make a lot more sales.
I always try to explain them, like, put yourself in the customer shoes. Like, start to search. You want to find something, for example, for your girlfriend. Then you're gonna start search a gift for a girlfriend. Then you might find a beautiful T-shirt with a beautiful quote on it or a beautiful graphic on it. You will get emotion. You will start to move, and then you will take action, and then you will buy it. That's the whole process. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And so that's why on Amazon, like, reviews are really important. There's no great way to get reviews, but when people see reviews, that brings them value, right? Like, wait, this one has way more reviews than anything else. I think I want to do this because now I feel more secure about buying this one.
This is exactly what happened with me today. I wanted to buy something. I just didn't look at the price. I just was curious about the reviews.
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Is it bad? Why there's so many 1-star review? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And that's why, like, if you can get those reviews, I'm not saying to hack the system or anything to get reviews, but because you're providing a good experience, a good T-shirt, people are going to leave those good reviews, and then more and more people buy it, right? So Amazon ranks those higher. Amazon ranks the ones that people buy because they know, more people bought this one, so it's more likely that they're going to buy this one again, right? So value. And I know that's like a really broad answer. Like, that's not design, that's not key. It's part of it. Like, keywords can be value, because when I go and search for that keyword, I find it. So it's kind of all encompassing.
Yeah, exactly this. You did answer it quite clear. You said it's balanced. You can't have like a bad quality design with a good keywords and you want to sell. And the other way around. You can't have a perfect design without keywords, so you want to sell. No, it's just a balance. Yeah.
It is. Yeah. At the end, people need to like it. People need to find it, and it has to have good value. So,
what would you tell? What would you tell low level tier people for a strategy for pricing, like the perfect pricing strategy for low levels?
Yeah, so I like to tell the low tier people, and I've done this myself, give yourself the best chance of selling a t-shirt. And what I mean by that is, some people go on price. And so if some people go on price, then lower your price very low. A lot of people buy black t-shirts more than any other t-shirts. So the chances of you selling a black t-shirt over a white t-shirt is higher. So make stuff on black t-shirts. The standard t-shirts sell better than all the other products. Put your designs on standard t-shirts. So basically, give yourself the best chance of selling a product. And so I would say start low. I do mine $13.99. You can do it a little lower than that, but that gives you not even $1 of profit. And in the beginning, your first few tiers, up until tier 100, 500, I didn't care about the money. It was about getting to the next tier. So I would drop all my prices as low as I could, getting pennies on each sale. But knowing that helped me get more sales so that I could get to the next tier. And when I got to the bigger tiers, then I could, start thinking about money. But in the lower tiers, you want to get sales. Sales are more important than money in the beginning. Don't think about, I need to make $5 every shirt in the beginning.
Exactly.
Think more about, I need to get more sales so that I can tier up. Yeah.
Exactly. This is what I'm facing. Like, people are pricing their t-shirts with no good quality designing at
Yeah.
$19.99.
Yeah.
Why would you buy it? Like, give me something good so I might buy it.
Yeah.
Like,
There's the
still-
value again, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. And really you need to think about it as a competition. We're all on Amazon, and we're all competing for the same buyer, really, in that niche. If you're in the same niche, we're all trying to compete for that buyer to buy it. And so look at it that way, like, am I doing something better than the competition out here? If you're not, if there's a lot more t-shirts out there that you wouldn't buy yourself, and it's not better than out there, then chances are that other people won't either. Yeah.
What would be the difference for still low level tier between evergreen products and trend? What would you recommend for them?
I recommend trends, and I know people don't like trends so much because it comes and goes, and it's a lot more saturated too. But again, I'm trying to get people the best chance of selling, and the reason I push trends very hard is because people that's where people are looking right now. Currently, they're looking for these trends. They're looking for these topics that are trending, and so if your design that has lots of good value is up there, the chances of you getting a sale are greater than you putting up a evergreen shirt that maybe somebody is looking for, you know. So because there's more eyeballs on the trend, I think that gives you a better chance of selling. So I push trends hard on low tier trends, low price, standard black t-shirts. You know, all those things count. Every little thing that can help you get a sale, I would do it in the lower tiers for sure.
Yeah. And another question would be like, I just got it while we were talking to. There's a lot of tools, paid
Yes.
tools
Yeah.
out there, and some of them are really good and some of them are really not good, but they cost money. Would you recommend low level people to buy these? Yeah.
I didn't start with any tools. I would say use the free tools as much as you can. DS Amazon Quick View is a free Chrome plugin where you can see BSRs, but you don't need that. If you're on Amazon, you can just click on it and open up the page and see the BSRs too. The DS Amazon Quick View just shows it all on the search page. But if you wanted to take more time and dig into it, you could. So that's absolutely free. BSRs are shown on every Amazon page, absolutely free. If you're on Redbubble or any of the other things, just look at their what's the most popular. That's free. They have a drop down on there to show you what they think is more popular, what they're trying to push. And the thing is, when you go on print on demand sites, you'll see right away what they're trying to push and what's popular on theirs, because what they're trying to push is what's popular on their site. Otherwise, they wouldn't be pushing it because they know those things are selling for them. So you can quickly see like what kind of topics, what kind of genre, that kind of thing is popular for those print on demand sites. So start there, start free, start designing for. There's so much information, so much data that you can find for free, and I would start there, especially when you're lower tiers. You don't need that much. Because you're only uploading a few at a time anyway. So
how about marketing still for low
free
tier?
marketing or marketing in general?
Paid marketing.
Paid
I mean,
marketing?
like, Facebook ads, Instagram ads. So many people I see sponsored posts on Instagram, and they have 12 followers, something like this. So they just started. Yeah.
I personally am not good at marketing on Instagram or Facebook. Some people may be, but it takes a lot of research and time to get good at that. And you will probably blow through a lot of money before you figure that out. If you think you're really good at it, or if you know somebody that's really good at it, then ask them and maybe they can teach you before you lose a lot of money. It's like $25 a pop for an ad, and you're making, in the beginning, you're probably making $3 a shirt, so you're gonna have to sell, 10 shirts, a little less than 10 shirts to make that up. Maybe. Like, I wouldn't do ads on t-shirts you have no idea that people want to buy, first of all, because you need to, you're really taking a chance. Like, once you have the data and you know that people are buying your shirts, then maybe I would put some money on ads. But just to be like, oh, I think this is good, let me put some ads on it.
Yeah.
You're taking a chance with your money. It's a gamble, and sometimes it pays off. But I wouldn't pay for Amazon's ads personally. I mean, not Amazon, that Facebook ads or Instagram ads personally. I've tried it just to see what it did, and I didn't get any good results. But it's probably because I only did it once or twice, and I didn't really like figure out how it works.
Yeah.
And that's going to take some time and money to figure it out. And I think if you can figure it will be a good thing eventually. I think Facebook ads, once you figure out the right audience and have the right product with the right value and all that,
Yeah.
like, I think a lot of people push, like you were saying, keywords, this is going to make it sell. Same thing with ads. Like, ads don't make your design sell. You have to have a good thing first and then ads. Like,
Yes.
those two things have to be in sync together. You can't, if you just push something that nobody wants to buy, you're going to waste a lot of money. So you need to know that somebody wants to buy it. Like, this is great, it's a good value, you know, people want to buy it, then push ads. Like, that combo works.
Yeah.
Right.
So we can actually say that Mesh by Amazon is your number one platform. What would
Yes.
be the next platform and the next?
So currently, and this changes every year, but currently I make the most on Merch by Amazon. I'm just going by profit, pure profit. So Merch by Amazon 1, TeePublic 2, Redbubble 3. I used to do Etsy, and Etsy was good, but I stopped Etsy. And sorry to all the people that love Etsy.
Because they went public. Yeah.
But I didn't get kicked off of Etsy. I still have a shop on Etsy, but I just stopped it. Just because it was a lot of work. And so for when you're doing this print on demand business with a 9-to-5 job and a YouTube channel, like, time is very important.
You're doing
and
amazing,
Etsy
by the
took
way.
a lot of time, like answering the messages and doing the what about this? They would ask a lot of questions. Can you do this one? And can you do this one? And if you do that really well, I think you'll do really well on Etsy, but it takes a lot of time to answer those messages from customers and doing the customer care and customer service. And so I kind of stopped that just so I would have more time to do YouTube and do other things that I wanted to do instead. So Merch by Amazon, TeePublic, Redbubble. I'm really liking, let's see, what would be my 4? I guess that would be the top 3. Is that good enough?
That's
Top
totally
3?
good enough, because so many
Top
people are
3,
asking
okay.
me about
I do a lot more, but I don't have the other ones in order. I just have my top 3. So
some people are asking me about Spreadshirt, some people about
Spreadshirt is pretty cool. They have a
Teespring.
lot of products, and their printing comes out really nice. Like, this isn't a Spreadshirt product, but you can see this is Adidas, and they do like this kind of stuff where it's like almost like a screen print vinyl kind of thing on Spreadshirt. It's pretty cool. So their printing stuff is nice. So I like Spreadshirt.
So I believe the second platform that I will be talking about would be Redbubble.
Yes.
Do you have any? Yeah.
Redbubble's nice. I like it. There's recently the trends. I've been doing trends for that. It's a tough one. It's very competitive. It's more artsy than like, you can see back here. These are Redbubble stickers right there. So you can see how nicely designed it. So it's a lot more geared towards artists and art things. Maybe people who do photography and stuff like that. If you go like look at the things that are the best sellers on Redbubble, they're really designed well. So if you're gonna go there, like work on your design for sure. And stickers sell a lot more on Redbubble. They're probably number 1 online for stickers. If you type in Google stickers, Redbubble will probably come up. So think about that when you do Redbubble.
Do you actually recommend a specific software to make designs?
I don't have a specific software that I recommend. I think the software that you can use to make your designs, the one that you're most comfortable with, is the one you should be using right now. The top ones, the apps that graphic designers use are Illustrator. You probably heard of Adobe Illustrator. What's very similar and what I use is Affinity Designer. It's very similar to Illustrator. A lot of people love Photoshop, and Affinity has Affinity Photo, which is a lot like Photoshop. So I think if you want to go high end, Adobe's probably the really high end to get, and there's a lot of tools on there to do a lot of cool things. But you don't have to do that. A lot of people don't use that. You can use whatever tool that you feel comfortable with. So
Yeah, but I watched recently on your channel, like you do 2 tutorials, 2 different.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, Affinity Designer is what I use mainly. It's a vector-based program, and that way, because I like to draw mine, and so I like to trace it in Affinity Designer with the pen tool and kind of make the lines all nice and crisp and clear. So a lot like these stickers back here.
Yeah.
I've done those in Affinity Designer. So
Would you tell us about your YouTube channel? Because I really want all my audience, everyone right here, just to go and take a look, because what you are actually doing is so inspiring. Like, I just get into your channel, you have a specific color, which is orange, by the way.
Yeah,
it's cool. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Like, this video is from Juna. Yeah.
Oh,
I
thanks.
go in, you do something, oh, my mind just start to roll. I think about something, I get inspired, I just write it down. Yeah.
Thanks so much. Yeah, I love the color orange. I've been using it for a while. The reason why I picked orange is because Detour is like Crossroads. I was thinking, either yellow or orange, but orange is kind of not as bright. So kind of that caution, the Detour caution. That's kind of where I came up with that orange, kind of to match the name. And then this mascot, I just got this, like this Funko Pop.
Yeah.
So he's kind of my mascot now because he's orange, right? And he has the
fist. Yeah.
Yeah, the fist pump. So bought that recently. My channel, Detour Shirts, is all about helping you design and sell t-shirts online. I just thought it's something that I do, and I thought I would share. I've been doing it on Instagram for a long time, and I got a big following on Instagram. And I thought, why not do it? There's a lot of things that you can't show on Instagram that would be better on YouTube. So
I will include his Instagram in the description below too.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. So it all started there. I was like, how can I help more people? And so I started with and bring value. I don't know if you heard of Gary V.
Of course.
But Gary V always like value, right? Provide value. And like, oh, what value can I provide? And so I started on Instagram, and like I can show them different fonts. I can show them how to design. I can show them like motivational things to get them going, how to design t-shirts. And it grew from there. I've been on Instagram. It took me about two years to kind of get a really good following. And then I decided, well, there's a lot of things that I do that would be better for YouTube, so I can show them, visually and where this is online and all that kind of stuff, and not limit myself to like 10 slides or whatever.
Yeah.
I can have more time to talk about it. So that's what's on my YouTube channel right now. I try to think every week, like, okay, what would a t-shirt designer, a print-on-demand t-shirt seller need to know this week? What kind of questions do they have about it? And I try to ask, like I do poll questions. So if there's something that you want to know how to do, just leave it in the comments. And I look through those comments. I try to answer every comment that comes at in my YouTube channel, just trying to get to learn like the audience and what they need.
Yeah.
And because I am a designer too, I just think, well, what would I want to see on YouTube? What's happening right now, and what kind of value can I provide to someone like me who wants to do this? Thanks so much for bringing that up. It's been fun. I've been doing it less than a year, and the response has been amazing. Like the growth has been crazy. I never thought like everybody on YouTube. Well, a lot of people on YouTube like do it for years and years, and I guess because of the Instagram or because of just a lot of good people out there, I've been getting a lot of good subscribers. So thank you everyone that's subscribed, and I hope to provide more value to you guys. So
Actually, in each and every post I look at your Instagram is amazing. Like you're doing very well.
oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks.
it's all about going back to what Gary Vee said. Like, I'm not there to like try and sell you something. I do put my shirts up there, but a lot of times when I put my shirts up there, I'm trying to show you like this is how I came up with this shirt, and this is why I did this. So it's even more value too. So
Other people just hold the knowledge and the information for them. They don't know that they're gonna die with it. If you don't pass the knowledge and the information to the others, you won't get anything out of it. And that's exactly what you're doing. You don't hide anything, you actually give people. You give back to the
yeah,
society. Yeah.
yeah, and I think that's important. Like if it's all about, if I had a Instagram channel or a YouTube channel just like trying to sell you stuff all the time, I don't think it would do as well, because people know when they're being sold to. So I try not to do that. I mean, I do have some stuff that are for sale, and if you want to buy it, then great. But I'm trying to do more helping and providing value. Just I keep thinking about that in what Gary Vee says. I think he says, what is it? Jab, 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 right hook. You know, provide value first. Then you can ask, and then you can. So I think a lot of people do that on YouTube. They know to provide value, and there's lots of good YouTubers out there that provide lots of good value, and I watch them too. Like I said, when I was starting my print on demand journey for Merch by Amazon, I went straight to YouTube and looked what people are doing, and it really helped me on my journey. So I thought I'd give back too.
I learned a lot actually from YouTube in the couple lots of years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For sure, me too. So
That's
I some of my favorite YouTubers right now, for print on demand, I watch Ryan Hogue, I watch Shimmy, I watch RJ, I watch Greg Godfrey. So people like that, Wholesale Ted, of course, T-shirt Help Desk. So those are the ones that I watch personally to learn more about print on demand, this whole thing about selling online, and making money online. So those are really helpful.
print on demand community.
Yes, the print on demand community.
If
It's really nice.
if you would love to talk to the Middle East and tell them something specifically about Mesh by Amazon or online business or anything that you want to say, what would it be?
To the Middle East specifically, I don't know. I would say, so I don't know. I think you can do. I hear a lot of people from the Middle East like do print on demand, so it's not something that you can't do. It's something that you can. I know a lot of people are asking. They ask me personally, like, how can I get on print on demand? And I would say go into the rooms and find somebody else that's probably from the Middle East, and they could probably help you more, because there's certain things, you may not have PayPal, or you may need to sign up a different way, but it's totally possible.
Yeah.
And so find the people that can help you the most. Like I can help you with design. I can help you with some things like that, but I can't help you on signing up for Merch by Amazon as someone from the Middle East.
Yeah.
So go find someone like you, or someone that knows more about this stuff, because there's a lot of them out there. There's a lot of good people out there that are doing it right now, and I would love to see more designs from that culture too on Merch by Amazon. I don't know if there, like, I don't even know if there's a specific Amazon. Is there a different Amazon that the Middle East uses? See, I don't even know.
There is right now in United Emirates
Uh-huh.
Amazon, and in Egypt and Saudi Arabia it's called Souk, but it's owned by Amazon, and it's gonna be turned in Amazon in the upcoming 2 years.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's going to be
They bought
huge.
it. They bought it was actually 500 millions.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was online shop,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be on the lookout for that. Like if they open up that on Merch by Amazon and you guys already know like because what's hard, like on Merch by Amazon, there's all these different marketplaces, right? And I do really well on US, but I don't know what sells really well in France or Italy or Japan.
Yeah.
But if they open up one for the Middle East and you guys know that culture and know, like, that's a big advantage.
Yeah.
Like, you know what people want to buy there and have the language to put it in the description and the keywords and like it's going to be huge.
A lot of possibilities. Yeah.
Yeah, so much. Like it's just starting, Merch by Amazon. So I guess that's what I would say. Like start now, get in on the ground floor, figure it out. Ask people who've done it, because there are a lot of people who are from the Middle East that are doing it, and they can help you. And they're really helpful. The print on demand community throughout the world is really helpful. I have a lot of people in my Facebook group that are from the Middle East as well, and they're just good people. So I would look out for that though. Like if Amazon opens up that country, those set of countries, like get in on that, because I think you'd do really well, because you just have that much more knowledge about it than someone like me, and you can get in on the ground floor. So
I can't tell you how much I'm grateful for this interview. Actually, it was like really, really so good and so kind of you.
Thanks, Fox. And this is your first one, man. This is great.
Yeah, this is my first interview, and it's not gonna be the last, by the way. And we might have for sure another interviews in the future.
Oh, good. Yeah. We'll do it on your like 1 year or something.
Yeah.
Anniversary.
Thank you so much, and thank you for your time. By the way, I know you are busy. I know.
Oh, no problem. I love doing these. Thank you for introducing me to your channel and all the people that watch your stuff. It's a brand new audience for me. So thanks, guys. Thanks for watching this.
Thank you so much.
البلاي ليست ديت هتلاقي فيها كل حاجة ممكن تفيدك في الطباعة تحت الطلب، وبالأخص في الميرش بأمازون. والفيديو ده هيعلمك ازاي تعمل رسالة علشان خاطر تتقبل في الميرش بأمازون إن شاء الله.